Morning, everybody. It is 8:10 a.m. It is November 5th, Election Day. Welcome to my channel. Big day in our history as a country. Probably the most craziest election I've seen. Pretty nuts. So, I'm gonna go vote later. Hopefully, everyone does so as well if you haven't done so already. Okay, so yesterday I talked about that bear trap and it came to fruition yesterday. I keep saying, who wants to hold the bag in front of election, and no one did yesterday. You did touch ES did touch last month's lows. That was it. Okay, that was it. And the Nasdaq hit last week's lows and got bought up. So I did have a trade on there, pretty big one. Um, so I will be doing a video. I did drop a video today. Hey, Pancake. Good morning. Pacific Northwest in the house here. Um, I did drop a video, trading video. Like I said last month, computer shutting down on me. I changed over back to futures, uh, new execution strategy. The way I get gamma levels was taken away from me, so I had to actually code my own, the help of AI. So now I have my own app for gamma levels. That actually was a blessing in disguise. And got a new motherboard. Seems to be okay. Installed that myself, so it seems to be okay. And hopefully looking to get over this election and start to get markets that are somewhat normal instead of holding for the election. All right, so without further ado, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephen Gonzalez. I use volume profile, market profile, fund structure in the markets along with supply and demand, gamma exposure levels, and the most traded price of the year, the month, the week, and the preceding day. All helps me find structure in the markets. That is my edge, is how I choose to look at the markets. Very easy on my eyes, and I hope I can give that edge to you. Okay, that's my goal. All right, that is my goal. Okay, so every day I do this. All right, around 8:10 a.m. Hopefully you can join me and subscribe. Trying to reach 200 subs. Subscribe, set an alert. Have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea. Busy girl like Rosita. Pancake probably got out of the gym or gonna go into the gym. All right, listen to the recap of the market with me. I'll give you the news, give you why stocks are moving up and down, give you the economic calendar. We talk about the leaders and the laggards. All right, the leaders and the laggards and why the market's doing what it's doing. The story of the market, right? You don't want my opinion on the market. You want the story of why, right? That's why you come here. I don't just spew my bias. It's based on what I see, right? Based on the data. Okay, so hopefully that's why you guys join and see what I say, all right? And smash the like button if you can. All right, smash it, smash it. All right, now, like I said, I did make a trading video. I posted it. More will follow. I have 3 more to follow. I will be doing another one today and dropping it. Okay, so you can check it out on X at Gonzo719. Also, check out my YouTube shorts. You can see them there as well. They get educational content. Now, I also have a TikTok. That's Gonzo719 Trader. Please check it out. All right, please check it out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, hope you guys enjoy it. Now, let's get into futures watch list here, and let's see what's moving markets this morning. All right, now we do have an election today. We do have a 10-year note auction today. All right, we do have some data dropping today. Okay, so let's look at the leader here. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 2.08%, hovering below 70K. All right, Ether's up 0.62, crude is up 0.60, silver's up 0.57, 10-year yield's back up 0.53. The VIX is up almost to 22, 21.99. This should fall, I believe, sometime this week. Okay, because this is hedging for the election. Okay. Nasdaq up 0.26. The dollar's up 0.17. ES up 0.13. Gold's up 0.08. The Dow is up 0.04. Russell is down 0.04, pretty much flat. 30-year bonds slightly being sold, down 0.21. All right, moving on to the Mag 7 Plus here. Tesla. Tesla is up 1.8. All right, 1.80%. Boeing is up 1.58. Nvidia is up 0.77. AMD is up 0.70. Broadcom up 0.65. GE up 0.3. So a lot of like bouncing up today. Okay. Um, let's go to any laggards here. Apple's down 0.19 and Coinbase. Coinbase, interesting. With Bitcoin up is down. Now Coinbase didn't have the best earnings. The market didn't like it. Put it that way. So down 0.6. That's interesting. That's interesting, right? Now move on over to the top sector stocks. Let's look at those. Okay. Qualcomm up 0.34. Chevron, my little purchase a couple months ago, is doing very good. Snowflake up 0.23. Exxon up 0.15. All right, that's enough of those. And there's not really a laggard. I mean, Disney's down 0.09. That's not a laggard. Let's go to the swing trade list here. Palantir reported earnings, and they gave good earnings. All right. My one regret here kills me every time I see this is that when it dropped to 21 with the Japan carry trade unwind, I was like, oh, this is a good opportunity, and I didn't do it. That's a regret right there. Donald Trump stock up 8.30. I think this is Emerson. I could be wrong, but that's up 5.64. Supermarket Computers finally getting a little bit of love, up 2.96. MicroStrategy's up 2.87. That is very volatile with Bitcoin. Marathon Petroleum up 0.287. Dollar Tree up 2.77. Carvana's up 2.62. Alibaba up 2.23. Marvel Asemi up to 2.12. Bitcoin ETF is up 2%. Mara up 1.87. Riot up 1.56. Viking Therapeutics up 1.52. ARM up 1.47. Lucid up 1.34. Those are the one percenters. eBay, I'll give you up 0.95. Okay, there you go. Now the laggard. We got laggards here. We got AstraZeneca is down 4.13. The Win down 1.86. For Solar's down 0.93. MetLife down 0.69. All right, that's really, there's not a lot of laggards here. Okay, moving on to the sectors, to the guts. All right, let's look at it together. We got semis. Semis are leading the pack, up 0.56, followed by technology, which technology encompasses semis, up 0.31. Discretionary, that's your Tesla, your Home Depot, your Amazon, that's up 0.19. Energy's up 0.17. And there's no laggard. There's no laggard sector today. Okay, remember there's the election today. I don't know what to expect really from the market. I would expect to be range bound, but anything can happen. Okay, that is your sectors. Let's go over to the economic calendar here. And we have some data today. We have some data. All right, so what do we have here? 9:30 import sector, that doesn't. But 10:45, we have global composite PMI and global services PMI 10:45. Interesting, 10:45. ISM services at 11 a.m. Now I'm wondering if these are later because of the election. I would assume that's why, because typically you don't get these at 10:45 and 11 a.m. It's usually 9:45 and 10 a.m. So that's interesting. You have a 10-year note auction at 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. Then of course all day is the election. All day is the election. And then we have API crude. See, everything's pushed. Everything's pushed today. Now let me see if I'm on the right time zone here. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I should be. I'll check that later. But you know what? We'll check the juice. Check the juice to see if I'm nuts. Oh, look at that. So it is off. Okay. I think I'm UTC 6, I think. Nope. 5. There we go. 5. Let's refresh this. Let's go to today. Let's back this up and give the real deal here. So I had the wrong time zone now, obviously here. So 9:45, we do have data, and 10 a.m. we have the services. 1 p.m. 10-year note auction. Okay, 4:30 API Petroleum, API American Petroleum Institute inventory is at 4:30. All right, that's what we have today. All right. What do we got next here? We got earnings. Let's look at earnings. Have to get that up in my computer here. Give me a second. That will take me 2 seconds. That's November 4th earnings. My computer rebooted, so let's get those. And let's look at those. So, before the open today, who do we have? Anybody? Nothing crazy here. So after the close yesterday, get Palantir, Hims, Win, all reported. Illumina reported. All right, before the open, like I said, nothing really that stands out to me. After the close today, Supermicro Computers, Devon Energy, okay, Coupang, iRobot, and tomorrow before the open, we have Celsius, Novo Nordisk, CVS Health, Teva, Toyota. All right, that's tomorrow. That's our earnings. All right, back to here. Let's see if what's in the news. So, Palantir stock soared 14% as the data analytics software provider raises full-year revenue forecast while reporting robust third-quarter results. What else? Boeing stock rose 1.4 after striking workers accepted a new contract. Trump Media and Technology stock rose 11%, suggesting investors feel confident about the former president's chance of regaining the White House. What else here? NXP Semiconductor stock fell 6.4 at the company forecast. Its fourth quarter revenue and profit performance well below market expectations. Here's Emerson Electric. Stock rose 5% after the engineering services provider reported better than expected fourth quarter results. Let's see here. Ferrari stock fell 4% after the iconic automaker reported third quarter earnings and revenue that fell short. eBay stock rose 1.3 after Bernstein upgraded its rating of the e-commerce group to outperform. That's what's going on there. Let's look at the juice. I don't think anything's significant in the juice. Let's look at upgrades, downgrades here. All right, upgrades. Let's see here. Carvana upgrade. Chevron, loving it. Upgrade. eBay upgrade. Now Chevron was a hold to a buy. Carvana was underweight to equal. eBay is a market perform to outperform. We have what else here? Okay, that's upgrades, downgrades. Okay, downgrades. Dollar Tree downgraded. That's about it. All right, initiations. Oh boy, I didn't want to do that. Initiations again. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing really to note here. Price target changes. Let's check it out. Target raises first. Let's see here. Monster Beverage, Monster Energy Drinks target raised. Marriott target raised. Illumina target raised. Hims target raised. Let's see. Fidelity National target raised. Let's see here. Now target lowers. Let's see a couple of those. Nothing really too special to talk about there. All right, I think we're done with that. I think we can move on to some daily charts here. Let's look at our good old SPY. All right. Now, if you were on yesterday, I was able to get my futures to get the express chart like this chart now. It's helped out a lot, even though I see these, but I like to have it on futures now. So now I have it on futures on my NinjaTrader. So it's pretty nice to see. It actually helped me with a trade yesterday. So it's just nice to see big levels. Okay, monthlies and weeklies. Okay, so let's look at these together and what the market did yesterday. What did it do? Opened here, right? Pushed up, went all the way down. Where did it go? Past last week's lows, right? The 50-day moving average right here. And then guess what? Bought up. Closed right there. Okay? So, who wants to hold that bag until an election? Nobody. Okay, so where are we at now? 570.80. 570.80. Right there. Okay? Right almost at yesterday's open. Right in the middle of yesterday's session. Horrible trade location. Right? Horrible trade location. I think we stay in this range today. All right, let's look at futures. And you can see in futures what I'm talking about is what we did yesterday. Look at that tick in the futures. Literally to last month's lows. The whites are last month's lows. Literally right there. Boop. That's why those levels are important. Okay. Hit last month's lows, bounced up, right? Now, you're right at the 50-day moving average in the futures. Okay. Now these are back adjusted contracts, not continuous. So if you're looking at, if you just do /ES in TOS, Thinkorswim, you will not get the same chart I have. You have to put in Z24, okay, for back adjusted. All right. So that's what's going on here. Now look, big drop, holding lower prices is bearish. But let's zoom out here. Look at this support. Look at this support. It's a monster. You break this, I mean, look at this support. It's a beast, right? So about 57.24 is a monster level in the futures. Write it down. 57.24 monster support. Okay, I don't see that breaking until we get some kind of whatever going. Now this could be the support that we go to all-time highs at Santa Claus. We ride the sleigh. All right, so Qs, same deal, right? Qs, what did we do? Push down almost to last week's lows, right? That was it. We got bought, right? I also talked about that 250 high volume node. That was again, and it hit the man zone, right? So where are we now? 487.60. 487.60. All the way up here in the Qs. So we're in the almost close to the upper third of this session, but still, remember the big drop, holding low prices, structurally bearish, but a big right here support here from last week. All right, now let's look at futures. So look at futures. What did it do? Now futures to the tick. Look where it went. Right to last week's lows in futures. Right to the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average in futures. See that? So big time support level right here. That's 200. That's basically 20,000. Let's just call it 20,000. All right, look to the left here. You got another one here around 198.44, 198.50. Okay, that's another big time support. Happens to also be previous month's lows right around here. Okay, so just write those levels down. They're just big. Okay, big levels. All right, like I said, I think we stay in this range today. And tomorrow could be a different story. But in this election, it's going to be, I mean, who knows? It's going to be contested. I think whoever wins. Oh, tonight, I doubt that we'll know the winner. I don't know. Maybe we will. I don't know. It's crazy. So I don't have a prediction, obviously. I know who I want to win, but I don't have a prediction. All right, so let's look at that 10-year yield. And we're going to get to the triple headed. Obviously, we got election coming, FOMC on Thursday. So let's look at the 10-year yield together. Okay. So that 10-year yield tried to shoot up, went down, trying to pop back up above the 200-day moving average, hit last week's highs, right? Sold off, now pushing back up. You can see this is all also last month's highs right there. So, like I said, interesting what's going to happen. Now we're looking at a 25-point basis rate cut on Thursday. So that's what the market's pricing in. It's pretty much almost 100% chance that it's going to happen. All right. Um, so that's your triple headed. All right. Let's go to the second head. That's your dollar. The dollar is holding, look at that, last week's lows. And the 200-day, 20-day moving average, it's been moving sideways for a while. But the poor structure underneath it, if there's anything to happen and this falls, woof, woof. All right. Let's go to our fear gauge, which is not a fear gauge right now. It's a hedge gauge. Your VIX. Yeah. We're at 21.81 VIX. Right. We're holding up here. This is just because of the election. This is hedging. Once we know who the winner is or whatever, this should crush down. Okay. That's your triple headed monster. All right. Now, main event time. ES NASDAQ futures analysis coming your way. Right there. That is not what I want to show you. That is what I want to show you. Market profile, volume profile, ES, and then NASDAQ. Okay. So let's look at this together. Okay. Let's look at structure. So you can see now a rolling profile. Got the move down. And guess what's happened? We've had built the value lower. Right? 57.61 is our new most traded price of the week. Price is below it. This is bearish structure. Now we have an election, so it's still bearish structure. But to me, do I see us breaking these lows today? I don't think it's likely. Okay, if this was another time without an election, I'd be like, okay, this next move could be lower, but you have to understand the story. Okay, but this is pretty important. 57.61 is a very key level. It means the market's accepting prices lower. All right, it's not my opinion. It's what you're seeing on my chart. Okay, now price is here, right? This is yesterday's highs, yesterday's lows. Now, what did we do yesterday? Yesterday, we pushed up into this supply zone. Okay, I don't know why there's like a double supply zone there. It's annoying me. Into that supply zone, and I almost got short there. That would have been a nice one. But what did we do yesterday, right? Pushed up into here, couldn't find acceptance above this level, and then we pushed all the way down. Where? Last month's lows. Now I have them on my futures chart, see? Beautiful. I know now, boom, right there. There's last month's lows. Nipped it, and then that was all she wrote. Pushed all the way up, pulled back, went up here, and then closed right at the mid of the session. Okay, right at the mid of this session. Now we're inside. So here's yesterday's highs. Here's yesterday's lows. All right, here's the overnight high. Here's the overnight low. So we have a balanced inventory. That is not an edge. Okay, that is not an edge. We're inside yesterday's range, but we do have a weak high here. So 57.61 and the overnight low are perfectly together. All right, perfectly together. And what do we have? Value area low and the overnight low are perfectly together. So it's all about the overnight session. All right, so I want to be active around those areas. All right, I don't like so right here or right here. Look, and you got month to date VWAP right here. I mean, the month is very new, but month to date VWAP's laying right on top of here. Okay, and we know we have last week's lows and last month's lows right here. Those are just huge levels. I showed you in the SPY. Monsters. Like I said, I think they're more bear traps than anything. Anything can happen. All right, anything can happen. So we got a little demand zone here. So, and what else do we have? I'm trying to see if there's another level we can talk about here. No, no. It's pretty much all I'm looking at is what I just mentioned to you before. So I think what that means is we could go right into scenarios here, folks. I might even give you a bonus today and give you some gamma levels to look at for the SPY today. All right, because now I have my own app that I created to do that. So let's get into scenarios here. Okay, so we'll talk about the bull. No, we'll talk about the bear case first. Okay, so right here, 57.61, we know is our most traded price of the week. All right, sellers want to defend this. Okay, and you have a supply zone still up here. So I would even say this area, whole area here. You just don't want to find acceptance above it. Okay, see, yesterday it couldn't find acceptance above it, so that's why we fell. Same concept here. You have the month-to-day VWAP resting right there as well. Overnight highs right here. So it's very important to watch this. Okay, so what could be a scenario? So market could open up, and let's just say it does one of these. Whoop, real quick. Gets rejected, high or low. Can't find acceptance, pushes through here. Yeah, now you have liquidity from yesterday's lows and the overnight lows. And you can make yourself down maybe into this demand zone, take some profit at the most traded price yesterday, and see if we can test this week low, 57.38, 57.35, right there. Okay, that is your week low. It's value area low from yesterday, and it's the overnight low. You just want to see if that gets defended. And if it doesn't get defended and you're in the seller, boom, we're going to go back and test these lows. How far we go past this, I don't know, right? And if we did, 5,700 would be my best case, best bet. And I would think if we did, we would bounce here 5,700. I think we would go back into this range. All right, because tonight, all right, tonight is election, and I had some mentors in the past who would trade futures on the night of elections, because if you're going to watch it, when you want to see volatility, you check out the election tonight on futures. Woof. It's crazy. I'm not trading it, but it is nuts. If you just want to watch it, it's nuts. Okay, moving on to the bull. All right, so bullish case, okay, same thing. 57.35, 57.38 to 57.35. You want to see this defended. It's also last week's lows. Okay. What does the market do here? We also have demand zone here in the most traded price of yesterday, and we know we have our week high here, 57.61. These are all where I want to see what bulls do. Okay. Remember the inverse. Now this couple things can happen here. Okay. Number one for me, what I would really kind of like to see is number 1 and 2. So I'd like to see a pullback that can hold yesterday's most traded price and this demand. Then you can try to push up above here, hold, and see if we can test the end of that demand. Okay. Same thing for down here. There's our week low. That's value area low from yesterday and the overnight low and the last week's lows. All right. What do we do down here? We could do this again and move back up to here. I could even see a bear trap hit last month's lows again and bounce up. Remember, we have an election. Okay. Now, what I wouldn't love, but is also possible for a trade, is you could just push, hold. Okay. And then you got a supply here. And now, like I said, I don't know. If you broke that supply and started to hold, you could go all the way up to around 58.03. And the bottom of a gap is around 58.07. That has a good supply zone there too. I'd like I said, I don't love this because it doesn't give me much room to supplies right here. That's why I'd like a pullback deeper. But that's all the scenarios, okay? And that does it for the Nasdaq. I mean the ES. All right, let's move over to the Nasdaq. All right, so look at this support in the Nasdaq. Jesus, right? Let's go to structure. We got the big long profile here, and we brought our value lower as well. It's around 201.50, most traded price of the week. Price is right on it, right there. So value's lower, same thing as the ES. Okay, same thing as the ES. So let's look what we did. We came into this supply yesterday, sold off when we came into this supply. Came all the way down. Where? Last week's lows. And then it was bought. Also, where? I talked about this yesterday. 250 is a high volume composite node, right? Lots of volume there. I said that's probably going to get defended, and it did. Okay, so look at this support here. All right, right there. I don't think that's getting not get blown through today, but I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, so different structure here because price is pretty much above the most traded price of the week. So interesting, right? So we got yesterday's highs, yesterday's lows. Inventory is balanced, right? We're at the top of the overnight session. Okay. So what's our levels? 201.71 and this most traded price of the week. It's a week high. Okay. And really this 250 composite high volume node here, what encompasses last week's lows. Okay. And this week low over here, about 200.09. Okay. But this is big time support. I mean, 1, 2, 3, overnight low. Tried to go down there as well. Just keeps getting bought up, right? And like I said, I think there's a big case for today. We could just rotate, boop, boop, right, for the election. Okay, for the election. So, like I said, value area high, overnight high. That's your week high with the most traded price of the week. And really this low here. Okay, that's what we're talking about. We do have a demand zone here. We have supply up here. Okay, right at month-to-date VWAP. All right, so I think we can go right into scenarios here. It's going to be pretty similar. All right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do, in this case, we'll do the bull first. Bull case scenario. All right, so price is right at value area high of yesterday. It's at the overnight high. It's trying to hold over the most traded price of the weekend, the most traded price of yesterday. All right, so what I could see happening is one like this. I wouldn't be interested in this move, first move, into supply. And now if we come back and start to hold, and the market's firming up, we can try to test yesterday's highs and try to break this supply zone. Maybe get back into this single prints here. That, remember, weak structure, inverse Elphi. Maybe go to the bottom of the gap here, around 200, 203.69. That's a possibility. How likely is it? I don't know because of the election. But we have to talk about it. Now, what else could happen? All right, let's say we get rejected here, come back down, test this demand. The demand kind of lines up too with yesterday's value area low. You get defended, you're going to have to get over this, hold, and see. Now, this move might not go all the way up there. This move might stop here. Okay, then you still have, like I said, this area. with demand and the weekly low, we can come down here, do another bear trap, even do this, and then we probably balance off here. Okay, that's what I see for the longs. What do we see for the shorts? Now the shorts, of course, you'd push up into this supply, try to move up, get a lower high, return to the most traded price of the week. If you collapse that, you're going to try to break this demand and try to go lower. If you break this huge support level, you do have a monthly low, last month's lows here. Okay, with much, like a lot of demand here. I think we would get bought up and pushed right back into range. Okay, so that's what I see really for today, is what I'd be interested in. Okay, now that will do it, folks. Now let me see if I'm going to get you some gamma levels here. I'll give you for the SPY and for the Qs. Okay, and if anybody has a request for a stock, I can give you a gamma levels for a stock that somebody wants to be requested. Okay, so let's put this up here. Right here is the app I created. All right, so I have this all hard coded in already. All right, so let's do, I'll give you the SPY and the QQQ. And I do two things. So I have to put the date in, the expiry that I want. So that is the 8th. That's for this week. That's for this Friday. I like to get the weekly expiry first. Let's run the analysis here. And then it's going to tell me the process has been completed. There it is, process complete. And then I can go and we can look at that. Now I'm also going to do the monthly expiry. That's the 15th. Run my analysis. Wait for that to process. All right, that is done. And then all we got to do is go and look at the gamma levels. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that in 2 seconds. So let's look at today's gamma levels for the SPY and the Qs. So first we'll do the SPY. So here we go. Here's the SPY gamma levels. Okay, now this is gamma exposure. All right, for the SPY, it gives us this current spot price, which is 570.90. Okay, and this is the flip point today, 570. This is where the market turns from positive gamma to negative gamma, and you see how much gamma exposure is here. So if you lose 570, that's bad. Okay, it's going to cause a lot of volatility. However, gamma flip points, so write it down. This is your week to date gamma flip point is 570. 570, watch that level. Okay, this is why I got into gamma exposure, because watch 570 today in the SPY. I don't care if it goes past that a little bit. Watch the reaction of 570. Okay, now because market makers and dealers have so much exposure to 570, what would happen if you crushed it? Now, if you do rip through this, you're going to get a big flush. Because when you're in negative gamma, this is the red, that's negative, market makers and dealers will short with the market. They short with it, makes it more volatile. Okay, now what if you short past 570 and it rips back up to 570? Guess what that is? They have to now buy back their shorts, which causes more volatility, and you could shove yourself back into positive gamma. Okay, so 570 is key. Okay, the largest positive gamma strike is 580 for this week. Okay, for this week. Now let's look at the Qs. The Q's gamma flip point 485. 485. Write it down. 485 is the weekly gamma flip point in the Qs. Okay. The largest gamma exposure on the negative side is 475. Okay. So right now, price is currently here. at 487.60. You can see this dotted line I have on my chart is the current spot price. Okay, so this is a little wacky here because you have negative gamma strikes in here and positive gamma strikes in here. All right, now large positive gamma is 488, 495, but write down 485. If we lose 485, like I said, just like 570, I believe I said in the SPY, watch, watch. Okay, okay, that's for this week. That's for this week. All right, I'm going to close that. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring up the monthly expiries. Let's go to the monthlies. All right, monthlies. This is the SPY on the monthlies. Okay, little different gamma exposures here. Okay, current spot price here. Now, it's very important to notice something. We're below the gamma flip point. We're negative gamma for the monthly expiry. So 575 was negative gamma. We're still in negative gamma. Okay, look at these big gamma exposure levels. 572 and 570 is still the big one. So that means watch 570. Okay, watch 570. And let's look at the Qs on the monthlies. Okay, the Qs in monthly is also in negative gamma for the monthly. Okay, that strike was 490. We are at 487. So we are in negative gamma in the monthly expiry. So here's that 485. That's what I told you to watch today. Okay, 485. Watch 485. Okay, you can see 480 is a big strike that has a lot of gamma exposure, but today 485 is your strike. 570 in the SPY. Watch the reactions to those prices. You will see a reaction, trust me. Okay, alrighty, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the little bonus of gamma exposures. Okay, I am going to go, I usually now after this plot these on my charts, and all the major stocks that I watch, I also plot those levels. Okay, so we have our plan today. Like I said, overall, look at the story. We're in election today. We're in a range. Monster support levels in the Nasdaq and ES. I don't think anybody's going to want to hold the bag below those levels or above the levels. Think of that, right? So if you're, for me, if I don't really want to be long in the middle of a range. I want to be long at the bottom of a range so I can get a full move. Otherwise, I don't think you're getting to get much excursion to the upside or to the downside today. Now, that could change. That could be different, all right? So we have our plan, all right? We have our plan, and, that's our plan. Hopefully, you enjoyed the content, okay? Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. Smash that like button, all right? Smash it, smash it, smash it. Now, like I said, I have 3 trading videos that I'm going to drop in the next couple of days. All right. I feel like they're very educational in the criteria that I use to enter them. Okay. You're going to see them on X. That's at Gonzo719. You're also going to see them on my YouTube shorts. Okay. So check out the YouTube shorts. Also at my TikTok, Gonzo719 Trader. Okay. All right. So that's it, folks. Got our plan. Stay green. No trade's a trade. Be patient. And we'll just sit back and we have our plan. All right, everybody, have a great day. Go vote. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.